All right. So to start us off, I want to share a story from the scriptures. And this is a story of the woman at the well. Now, the story of the woman at the well the thing about it is that at that time, Jews didn't want to go through Samaria, this area of land where these people were not their people. There was a well-worn path that Jews would follow to go around it, even though it was less convenient. It might be compared to if any of you've walked in a mall and you see the salesperson and you want to walk around to avoid them. And the reason being is because we're afraid. The Jews were afraid. They also just thought the Samaritans were less than dogs. People that didn't worship the true and living God. And as was common with Jesus, instead of going along the normal path, he went straight through it. Straight into the places where it was the most uncomfortable for his disciples. Straight into the places where they would come face to face with their fears and their stereotypes and their biases. So that he could teach them a new way. Now, we might be scared of talking and receiving from God, and even opening the door to listening from him, because that is his tendency to lead us into places that are uncomfortable. But just like he told Moses, when Moses gave every excuse as to why or how he could possibly lead the children of Israel, that he could possibly deliver them, that he could possibly fulfill what the Lord was asking him to do. one of the first things that God said to Moses was this: "Certainly I will be with you." Certainly I will be with you. Now, our brains are actually very good at imagining the future, very good at creating stories of what might happen, all the worst case scenarios. And I just invite you that whatever worst case scenario that you could possibly create, that you also use that God-given imagination to put Jesus there with you in every single worst case scenario. Because if the Lord has said in many scriptures that I will be with you, then maybe we actually believe it. And not just believe it, but see it with the eyes of our heart. So I'm not sure what in your life you might be afraid of. And you might just ask yourself the question today, what am I afraid of? What am I afraid would happen if I went all in with God? Let's just let my imagination go to the place of the worst case scenario. Whatever your greatest fear is, in your mind might flash all sorts of stories or visuals or whatnot. Just stick with it. What's the worst case scenario? You might, like me, imagine worst case scenario is, and this is even unrealistic for me, is that my family and I are left homeless on the street. Now, whatever your worst case scenario, I'd just invite you to imagine Jesus there. with you in that place. That even with family and friends judging you, people thinking you might be crazy for following what's on your heart, and you might fail. But certainly, God will be with you. So, Lord, we just pray and honestly, I don't necessarily know what question to ask you in this moment, and so I just pray that you can prompt each and every one of us with the question you would have us ask. Lord, what question do you want me to ask you? What do you want to talk about?